And your podcast is so stupid. I hate it.
At night,
I hate it.
Sunil Patel,
I hate you.
Huge Davies.
And I hate you.
You are now entering Slam Country.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the podcast, the Slam Country podcast, with Huge Davies from Off Menu. That's right, guys, it's finally out. How long has it been since you recorded that episode?
Quite a long time. I don't remember anything that I said on it.
Well, it was when we were all very excited about this podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
You talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time
I
ago.
talk about it less now, I'd say.
Yeah, I
And
don't
also-
talk about it, don't brag about it as
We've
much.
changed since it came out.
Yeah, we're different.
We have
It almost
changed.
came out when we didn't have a podcast because we were on hiatus for so long.
For those of you who are looking for the fan fiction I was talking so much about, I think
That's so funny. That's now a Patreon exclusive. Sorry.
it's a Patreon exclusive, but I think we've decided to, I don't know if it's out already, but we've decided to maybe
we'll put a little snippet up. And
put a snippet up.
it's
and then,
not. Can we just quickly say?
Yeah.
It's not. It's not a Patreon exclusive because we knew that you might all want to hear it.
Yeah.
It was all of our old episodes are Patreon exclusive because they're they're dog shit and incriminating,
Damaging.
Yeah,
No,
they're
we're
bad
not-
for
they're not dog
they're
shit.
bad for our career.
they're really good.
No, you should
The
definitely
problem
pay
is
to
that-
listen to them. That's
the problem
for sure.
is that Sunil is now in films.
Yeah, that's the
And
problem.
Sorry
then the
about
problem
that.
is Sunil's in films and Sunil can't be talking about Legolas's pussy or whatever. So yeah, there should be an episode out that we could put on Sunday maybe or
Monday.
morning.
But anyway, yeah, and also on the Patreon. If you join the Patreon, the £4 a month is very popular. You get all the old archive of episodes, which includes the James Acaster and Ed Gamble fanfiction episodes,
hear-
plus the full live show with Ed Gamble.
Of course, and you can hear fan fiction about Optimus Prime, about Batman,
Uncle Roger,
Gordon Ramsay. Who else?
And we also do new bonus episodes all the time, so join that. Don't forget to join that. All right,
Jack and the Beanstalk.
That's
he
enough
goes in
promo.
the giant's mouth.
that's enough promo. Yeah, the giant sucks
We could have
him.
done this at the
The
end.
giant sucks.
Yeah.
The giant sucks him like a mini egg. No, you have to do it at the start.
I know, but at the start,
because
it's like,
nobody
yeah,
listens. Nobody
new
listens to the
listeners,
full
it's like,
episode of the
please,
podcast.
Please stay.
No. Fuck them. Like, honestly,
Immediately
back.
losing
We're back.
as many
fuck
people
them.
as we've won over.
No, listen.
I met a Slimer last night.
Did you?
No
Yeah,
way.
he came out to me after a gig and he was like, "Oh, you in Slime Country?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to listen to. It is tough."
That's brilliant. I don't think he is a Slimer then, is
Yeah,
he?
he's one of your school friends.
What? Who is it?
Dylan.
Dylan. What did he look like? Was he a zoologist?
I don't think so. He was his friend. I think worked at the venue.
How many
which is-
friends
Did he
do you
talk
have
about
called-
Frog or Toad?
Yes, he did.
Oh, shout out Dylan, man. Yeah, hell yeah. I
This
love
is
Dylan.
it. So
It's Dylan.
Dylan's-
It's your
Dylan's-
friend Dylan.
No,
What are you talking about?
Dylan. I know loads. I know
Ed had an
Dylan's, bro.
idea.
Shut up.
Ed had an idea. He roped him into.
I didn't rope him in. He was
keen.
We filmed the whole thing. Basically, I came up with a game show during lockdown.
What's that
Dylan's
about?
my friend Molly's little brother. And I came up with a game show during lockdown called Frog or Toad, where
That's it.
I got fucking hammered, and I was me and Dylan and Molly, shout out Dylan and Molly, were drinking one night at my house, and I was and he's like a zoologist. He did like biology and
okay.
shit, you know. And I said to him, I was really drunk, and I said, "Listen, brother, if you show me a picture of a frog or a toad, I guarantee I'll get it right 100% of the time. Whichever I'll be able to guess right 100% of the time." And I got maybe 50-50. So like statistically,
half of them.
exactly.
I was reaching for my phone as you said that to try and, but then I heard you had a 50% record.
You can't do it because it's copyright.
But so surely he could do. He could do it better than you. Surely.
Yeah, because he knew
Yeah.
he was. He was like he was like the Richard Osman of the game.
Yeah.
So he's like he's pulling up pictures of frogs and toads,
Yeah.
and he's like, because he knows all about it.
Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask what the difference is.
I know the difference.
Go on.
I'm pretty sure about 80%. The toads are like the kings,
Yeah.
and the frogs are like the peasants.
Toads are boys, cats are girls.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
I'll tell you the difference.
Yeah.
Toads are like they happily chill on land, but frogs swim around a lot more. There you go.
Is that it?
Frogs like to live in water, but toads aren't really fucked.
So from the pictures, if you're saying that you saw a picture of one that was out of water and you can identify it was more of a toad than a frog.
Well, I
if
can
it's in the
now.
water,
Some of them are obvious. Some of them are really obvious, but some of them aren't obvious.
Can a toad spend its entire life away from water?
Yeah.
Would it like that?
No, it obviously has to have a drink.
No, but out of
Stupid
water,
cow.
not in water.
Yeah, no, it's not like a fish. It's a toad.
But it likes to be wet, doesn't it?
It makes its own wetness.
Oh.
of What do you mean it makes its own wetness?
How does it make its own wetness?
You got to kind of like, you got to turn the lights down low.
Yeah, that's right.
Put on
Do you
some
know what he's
slow
on about?
jam.
You know what he's talking about.
Nah, man,
Yeah.
I'd stick with the
Get
fan.
Tell
under, that,
Jordan.
get under that.
No,
get,
absolutely
get
not.
under that rock with the frog.
Yeah,
I won't.
With the top. You got to do it, man.
yeah. Well, I told him about your vegetable idea for a podcast.
Did you like that?
He was like, "That sounds like Ed." Yeah.
Yeah, we're constantly rebranding the podcast. It used to be fan fiction. Now it's just sort of a chat, and it
Yeah.
like could be a vegetable
No,
idea.
I'm sorry, man. Vegetables is my breakaway podcast.
Okay, sorry.
Vegetables is the Joey to this podcast's friends.
Okay, interesting.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's going to be me reading out the Wikipedia page for carrots to Ed Gamble.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, great.
Yeah, so go on the Patreon or new page.
Yeah, make sure.
You boys vote today?
Mentally,
Yeah?
Yeah, mentally, I'd
Yeah.
say.
who'd you vote for mentally? ULEZ.
ULEZ or no
Anti-ULEZ.
I'm, in my head, I'm walking over to the poll right now. The polling station right now.
Did you vote? You obviously voted.
No, I pay for cock and ball torture once a month, so I don't need to vote.
Yes.
Come on, boys.
Very good.
Welcome to the
Very
welcome to the
good.
news
This
agents.
is the
Welcome to the rest
counterculture.
is politics.
Yeah, you could vote to yourself to be into the, like into the palace or something.
So
Isn't
you,
that an option?
no, you don't get to write in. Give me £1 million.
No, but if you
Yeah.
get the right guy in, you'll be able to buy an old Jaguar and drive that through central London. That's a fact.
Like a terrorist.
Yeah, well, just like a
Like
man.
the London Bridge attacks.
like a real man.
Oh, right.
Right?
Yeah, no, I can't do that. I can't pay for it. I can't drive. And
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what, I can't drive, and I definitely wouldn't be able to afford you, Les.
What would you implement if you were
What,
in
policies?
Yeah,
Me?
specifically about Lyme. What would you do about Lyme?
Line bikes.
Yeah, more of it or less of it.
What do you mean the trees?
What would I specifically do about line
Yeah,
bikes?
about Lyme bikes.
The
More
things
of them,
I don't
less.
use.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out, by the way. Shout out to
Shout out
them.
Lyme bikes.
Shout out.
No,
Line bikes.
shout out the protesters who line bikes under the Rwanda bus today in Peckham.
Oh yeah, it's
interesting.
going off there.
Yeah.
Isn't
Very
it? Whole
sick.
street lock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah.
What I would
Rwanda would have
actually-
wanted. They've
I-
always been saying that.
Huh?
Rwanda.
Are you alright? You're right.
Yeah,
So basically,
fine.
if you're new to this,
What, did
if
you
you're
do a pun? You said Rwanda.
if you're new to this podcast, here's the kind of roles that we have, right?
Yeah.
I interrupt everybody.
Yeah.
And Hugh is kind of sort of off in his own world. He says non sequiturs and he talks about Willem Dafoe's and stuff.
Yeah.
Sunil's kind of
Sunil sort of
regretful.
Yeah.
He tries to sort of like.
Sunil's just
Steer.
in between sets, just
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
something to do.
Sunil's already at home in his pajamas playing Zoo Tycoon,
Yeah.
secretly DMing Ed and James saying, "I'm sorry about those other two."
I'm at home avoiding taxes.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sunil's kind of like the libertarian one. He avoids tax.
Yeah.
I'm like the sort of the. I'm the.
And you're the loose cannon, I think, of the podcast.
Yeah, I'm the loose cannon.
Yeah, you're like a boy, like a cowboy, like a boy cow. Do you understand?
I think I'm a
I'm saying?
cowboy. I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
myself as like a Ronin or a cowboy. Yeah.
Sunil's like the prospector. Do you know what I mean?
What, prospecting for gold?
Yeah, yeah. But just I have to wait in the bar. There's
Waiting
only
for
one bar
Bitcoin.
in the town, so you're sitting on a big gold mine, but you're just waiting for
I'll tell you-
everyone's to find gold.
Tell you who you are.
Yeah.
You're the guy in the saloon with them metal bands around his shirt sleeves on the biceps, playing the player piano.
Oh my
That
God, yeah.
stops it when I walk into the saloon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Big moustache, insane.
Yeah, dragging
Yeah.
Sunil's corpse in. I've shot him
Yeah.
I've shot him on behalf of the sheriff.
You as a boy cow have shot me.
I'm the deputy. Yeah,
What?
I'm the deputy. I'm not like the deputy. Like I'm not part of like the law enforcement establishment.
Yeah,
but
refusing to be
but
part.
I'm like a Ronin. I go to like from town to town, like collecting bounties on corrupt
Yeah.
prospectors like you.
Why am I corrupt? I've done nothing wrong.
You are
I'm
corrupt.
merely following the rules.
Didn't you go to where did you go? You went to El Salvador to get free Bitcoin or something.
I did get free Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's a law. That's legal. It's fine.
Is it?
I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, if you have to go to El Salvador to do it.
But sorry, I just worried the phrase "boy cow." Do you mean it? What do you mean by that?
Boy cow. It's
Bull.
like a
Like
cow.
a bull.
I'm a bull.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
right.
like a small cow. Yeah.
I'm like a bull.
small
I'm
cow.
a
Yeah.
bull in the sexual sense.
Sorry?
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like I'm
I
a
know
bull.
what you
Like
mean.
obviously you
But
do
I
because
don't
you're
like
a
it.
fucking cuck. You're a fucking cuck. You've got me and all the other balls around your
I've got
flat
a
7
notepad.
days a
I'm
week.
writing this all down. Trying to find out more.
Yeah, bull is if you're a cuck,
Bull is
You're
the
a
king of the
cuckold.
cows, and the other cows are just the regular cows, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so if
peasant
you're a
cows.
bull, you go not a real bull, but like a metaphorical bull. You have sex with other people's spouses, and to cuck them.
Okay,
That's the sort of thing. That's
right.
what happens. So you know, so say Sunil's
Say I'm a cuck.
he's a cuck.
You're a cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he wants someone to have sex with his spouse.
Yeah, I'd
So-
pay Ed to come
He'd
around.
pay
and-
me to come. Maybe not even pay. Maybe it's just like a
put
link up thing.
Craigslist or
Go on
something.
Craigslist or Gumtree and put it up.
What's the rate for that? Is that better than minimum wage?
You,
Surely?
you staple a flyer to a dog and let it run around the neighbourhood until someone finds it.
Yeah.
And then just a bull will have sex with the cuckold's partner.
Okay, interesting.
partners.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
I'll think about it. I'll write that down. I'll think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
trying to think it's not really applicable to any of the fan fiction we've done.
Hmm.
No, there's no cucking in that, is there?
Oh, I tell you what, there is the one.
I
we
think
did
we've
in the
been
live
cuckolded
show.
by our own actions in a way.
Isn't there one in the live show where someone is it Ed or James is trussed up for Alex
Yeah, but
and
it's
Greg?
non-sexual.
We did an Alex and Greg
No,
one.
it's
Is it one of them a
what do you
cuck
mean
or
it's
is it?
Was that a
non-sexual?
non-sexual? No, the first one we read
It's
was
Greg
non-sexual.
Davies and Alex Horn.
Tell you what,
That's
no,
Alex
yes,
first one, yeah.
Greg Davies cucks
Yeah.
Alex Horn's wife because he has sex with Alex Horn after an episode of Taskmaster.
Yeah.
That's a different fan
And then
fiction.
Ed Gamble is the
It's in
present.
Patreon.
Yeah, Ed Gamble is, I think, is the present that Greg gives Alex
Yeah,
Horn
yeah.
for
That's
Christmas.
a third different one. That's the live
Oh my
did
show.
three
goodness,
of them.
maybe the three.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did three of
bloody
them.
hell.
One day we need to release this document you've done of all the bits you've cut.
No, because it's all just
Would that be the
cuts. Beep.
Will that be the last episode where we release every single deleted clip all
I'd
at once?
love
Like
that.
it's the last one.
I'd
Like,
really love that.
Like I can imagine Sunil gets to a point in which like he's like at a film festival
gonna
on the
take
red
me down.
carpet with Margot Robbie,
Yeah.
and he's just smiling and going great, and then there's your phone just starts to buzz, and he goes,
Someone plays it out.
As
on
he
their
goes,
phone.
it's good to leave Slime Country behind. It's now onto this new career of mine, and then
Yeah.
it's just that whole episode.
And then
where-
next week I'm back in this studio.
yeah,
That'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
I'd love that. Instead of the In Memoriam, we get in there like the end of Inglorious Bastards, where they break into the projection room
Yeah.
and play a supercut of every slide that Snell's ever said in the edit.
at Cannes.
At Cannes. Instead of the In Memoriam, it's a supercut of every slur I've had to edit out of the Slime Country
Just to be clear,
podcast.
I've not said any slurs. there's not been a single slur coming out of my mouth. It's not slurs. It's mainly just me. It's mainly just us speculating on which one of us is.
And now I've got to cut that as well.
that
you
one
fucking
out.
freak.
That's
Now I've got to
fine.
cut that
That's
as well.
fine.
Jesus
I think that's
Christ.
Oh
fine.
my god!
Cut
I
which
think
of
that
us-
one's fine.
We had to cut your and your barber's chat last week.
Oh yeah.
What did you call
Nah,
your
well,
barber?
that's not
What do you
so-
say?
No, that's all staying in.
Oh my
Alright,
god!
well, look,
Goodness me!
Well, look, we've got to get out of it. We've got to get out of this studio. I sent the email giving the notice today.
Yeah, good. I've done the
sent
forms
that.
and everything.
Very
Right.
interesting that I just listened to the last episode to get myself in the mood for this episode.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
we did wait. How badly did we dox ourselves because we were leaving?
I
Oh,
actually. So
100%.
here's the thing. So I actually. So last episode I said it doesn't matter because we'll be out of here by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
But I got it a month wrong. So I realized I did have to edit out me saying the full address
Yeah, for sure.
of the studio.
I
I
think
did cut that.
Forgot about the mandatory notice period. Yeah.
That's why the episode might not make sense because
Yeah.
we're calling back to when I said out the whole address, but then I cut it out.
I think I have a theory that we'll never leave this place. I don't care if if we're being kicked out. I think this has become part of the curse.
What? That this place stays open?
Yeah, no, we're going to be here forever.
I can't. I'm not doing it. I will.
Would you rather be dead or be in here forever doing a podcast?
I think I'll be the first one to leave this podcast.
What do you mean? Well, yeah.
Oh, we can't start on this chat again. after we started this
episode.
chat, after we started on this chat last time, we took a break for 6 months.
Yeah, no, we're not.
So we
gonna
can't do that again.
Yeah.
I am
Can't
going on
do that,
holiday.
Snell.
I'm going on holiday soon.
No,
Are you
you
going
can't for 6 months.
Going on a 6-month holiday.
Yeah, no, we can't do that. We can't do that again. But thank you, Snell.
What are we? What are we
pathetic.
going to do when I'm on holiday?
I don't know, man. How long are you on holiday?
5 days.
Oh.
Probably just wait for the next
Wait for me
week
to come back.
Yeah,
I'll be at the
just-
airport on hunger strike till Sunil comes back.
Nice one.
Bring
see
Sunil
See
home.
you, Gatwick. Shall
Where
I
are you
dox
going,
myself
man?
with the flight number?
Is it
Yeah.
kind of a place? Is it a Dodge one?
I've
Or
never
just
been there. It's
regular?
called.
place.
Is it like a? Is it like
it's
a?
a place.
Is it like a sex tourist thing, or is it like a?
Oh yeah, where you
Are we
going?
going to cut that out?
Bali?
Why are we not cutting that out?
Well, no, he's
Well,
asking
because
you an
it-
honest question. What's the
I
answer?
can honestly say there's no sex tourism going on in Menorca.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Well, I don't know,
Yeah.
but I won't be engaging.
You've taken a lucky. We'll see. We'll
Don't worry
we'll
about
see
me.
what's there when we get there. Is
Yeah.
what Sunil says.
Yeah, I'm going to Menorca. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How long for 5 days?
5 days, never been.
Just you?
Me and some other people, but I don't want to dox them.
That would be nice.
What you
they
think?
comedians?
McLaughlin, Pelham,
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah,
That'd be
yes.
great fun. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
others. But do I have to say them all? Because they'll get pissed off if I don't say all.
No, that's all right. I just
Yeah.
can't imagine a group of people less likely to go to the beach.
Yeah, I know. You're right.
That's
crazy.
Yeah. I don't think we will. We've got a villa. We're all right.
Oh, amazing.
We're all good.
Can I go?
Wow.
Yeah, if you want.
Smash the place up. You and me are going on holiday together soon.
Where are we going?
We're going to Jordan's house.
Oh, we're going to Dorset.
We're going to Dorset for Brooksy's birthday.
Shout out Jordan Brooks.
Shout out Jordan Brooks. Shout out Jordan and shout out Jordan's new pair of shoes.
Yeah, wow. Huge.
He's wearing shoes these
He
days.
went to a
is he?
shop, and in the window was one pair of shoes.
Grey Lonsdale's, was it?
No, it sold only one pair of gent shoes, and he bought it, and they were like, "Oh."
Wait,
didn't
what
think
shop
anyone
was
bought it.
this?
It
But
was
they-
just
they
some-
shop-
It's like one of these little towns that has random shops run by people that don't need to make any money.
Yeah.
And they just had the exact what they had a
one
size.
pair of shoes. in
It
the
had
whole
one
shop.
pair of gent shoes in the shop, and he bought them.
Wow.
In his size.
Good
There
lad.
and there. Yeah.
You got to take chances like that sometimes because they
Yeah.
might be magic.
You got to.
I'm looking forward to that so much. It's going to be unreal. Me, you, Brooko, Coops, the DH.
Sometimes though the group chat is quite scary.
How?
For the
Just
what,
a
the villa,
lot.
the villa
Asking you
chat.
for money for the Airbnb. Man,
that's
I'm
such
going
a
to go
shame.
so fucking Hobbit mode on that holiday.
What do you think? What do you think it's going? It's just going to be a little flat. isn't
By
it?
Hobbit
No,
Man, do you mean?
because
What
it's.
do you
Have you
mean?
ever seen pictures of the place, of the village? I'm going to go sit by a brook, brother.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm going to sit by a stream and write material for my Edinburgh show.
What
You're gonna
bookie?
get
What
a-
bookies you taking?
I'm going to get a big puff of that vape and blow out a big pirate ship or something.
Yeah, through a ring. Yeah,
through a ring. Who's maybe Sunil does the ring and you put the pirate ship through it,
yeah, that'd be brilliant.
and then ask everyone for a ring.
I am kind of the Gandalf of this podcast. That's true.
Yeah.
The loose cannon.
Do you reckon when you get to the village they'll gather around you excited for the fireworks?
Yeah.
But instead you'll just be dropping condoms and
I've got. I've
all
got.
these condoms.
I've
throwing
got-
condoms out the back of the car.
Okay, so I'll answer both your questions at once. I'm going to bring the Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco.
Excellent.
That's going to be
Okay,
my
good
book.
choice, yeah.
And for you, Hugh, here's a theory.
Yeah.
If the three of us, replaced the four hobbits in the Fellowship of the Ring, how are things going differently? No, in fact, no, not the four hobbits. Frodo's still there. He's got the ring because it's got to be
Okay, yeah.
him. But the three of us, replace Sam, Pippin.
Just before you say anything, I just to be clear, and I've never really vocalised this.
And
I don't
Mary.
like Lord of the Rings chat on this podcast
Why
I've been
not?
to your house.
because I don't really get the film that much.
Yeah,
I haven't
okay,
really watched it
interesting.
Have you
properly.
read the books?
Yeah.
I read the books when I was a child.
Okay.
But go ahead.
You'd snitch us all out for money immediately to Saruman or something.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's what you
I'm
do.
fine with that.
You tried trading the one ring
You'd be tempted by the ring, for sure.
for probably some sort of online currency.
Trade in the ring for crypto. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd badly flirt with Legolas. Like we've just watched Gandalf die. We're on the mountaintop, everyone's crying, and I'd go up to him like this and go, "So what are you doing after this?"
You should be like, "Oh, what's Leanne like?"
"Yeah, what are you doing after this, Legolas?" This is great. Maybe you and me should grab a coffee.
Which one of us three? So one of us has to accompany Frodo to the.
Well, which one of us is
So
Frodo?
that they so in the
Frodo, we got Frodo's there as well.
so in the
Okay.
books, Sunil, and in the movies, actually,
Yeah.
interestingly, they split off in
Yeah.
at the end of the first film.
Interesting.
And then
Faithful.
two of the lads go off on essentially a big gap year, and then one of them actually does a lot of hard shift with Frodo. Who's doing the hard shift with Frodo?
Hard shifting with Frodo.
Yeah, hard shifting. Who does a hard shift with Frodo?
Do you know
We'd
what
probably
he's
find a
alluding
fan
to?
fiction
yeah?
about that.
Who gets on Frodo's back?
Shifting means kissing in Irish.
In Irish.
Oh, in
yeah.
Irish. Oh, to shift someone.
To shift.
Vernacular.
I thought that was kidnapping.
Shifting is kissing and riding is fucking. in
Oh,
Irish.
okay.
You've met Neil O'Rourke, haven't you?
Yeah, I
He
have.
talks about
Yes,
shifting, that's what
ride him
he
like a
talks about.
horse. Yes.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
always given us a shift.
Yeah.
Neil.
Yeah.
He always gives us a shift hello and a shift goodbye.
Shout out Neil O'Rourke, man.
I don't want to
Neil.
go with Frodo.
But you don't want to go with Frodo.
No,
I don't want to go with Frodo.
I'd rather go to Gondor.
So, but you and me and Mary and Pippin. That
Yeah,
means
so
you have to go
It's
with
Gondor,
Frodo.
the nice elf place.
No,
Yeah.
that's it's the nice men place.
You have to spark out Smeagol.
The Gollum.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Do
right.
you think you got it in you to spark out Smeagol?
Fuck yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think you can.
Here's
He's
the
quite,
difference.
he's
Why
quite,
not?
he's quite wiry.
Here's the difference. I think if he was replacing Sam,
Yeah.
Sam is like got what Frodo wants at the forefront of his mind. So when Frodo tells him to spare Smeagol, he does it begrudgingly. If Sunil saw Smeagol, he'd beat his head in with a rock immediately.
Yeah.
You'd turn it into paste on the side of
you'd
the
even
brook.
find out that he was an enemy. You just stave his head in with a big
You
rock.
call the police.
Yeah, but no one call the police.
You'd call the police day one.
No,
You'd
if
see
they-
Gandalf riding into town, and you'd call the police.
If there is no police anyway in the films and the books, then I would take
There
the law
must
into
be.
my own hands.
There must be some Rosas. There must be.
No, there isn't. It's basically like community
It's
polices
Boromir.
itself. doesn't it?
Boromir and all the boys in Osgiliath are the police.
What's
They're
the legal-
ages away.
Well, what's the
The
legal
call-out
system?
times must be insane.
Yeah.
What's the
Sometimes you've
legal
got to travel
system
3
out there?
days to get to a different city.
Forget about the NHS waiting times.
Yeah.
Is there
It's
a
just
Hobbit
Arwen
court?
riding
Yeah.
around the
It's
hall,
fucking nonsense.
spitting in your wounds. Oh my god! Can I tell you something? I would love if Arwen and Aragorn spit in my wounds together.
Oh,
You'd
Jesus
find me.
Christ.
I'd be in the
And
Fellowship, stabbing myself in the stomach, going,
No, it's
"Arwen,
his-
Aragorn,
that's his choice.
I need you to do it again."
If he wants
I
to,
hurt myself.
if he wants to cut that out, he can.
Drop me in the river.
What,
Smash
spitting
me
in
up
my
with a
wound?
big white
Yeah.
horse.
That's
Yeah.
funny. That's
Yeah.
funny.
It is,
That'll
yeah,
get,
yeah.
that'll
Yeah,
get
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
listening again. That'll get everyone listening again. That'll get the numbers back up.
I tell you
Yeah.
what is a good podcast.
Oh, shout out! Yep. Thank for that.
Fuck for that.
Thank fuck for
Gigging
that.
with Keys tonight.
Well,
Shout out keys.
shout out Keys. Don't put it up there because
No,
it will
it's
disrupt the
getting away
thing.
with it.
What we need is to.
Just not putting the mug right in front of the camera.
Yeah, nice one, man.
The basis
And
of it is like, don't
some
cover
laugh.
the camera and don't say anything weird on the podcast.
Does it get in the way?
2 other things broken every 5
Oh, that's
minutes.
absolutely fine.
Yeah, but
That's
just don't
alright.
just because it's not. I don't like it up there.
All
Some Laugh is another good podcast we've got there, Mug.
Shout out some
We
love.
should really give all these people a mug back. What are we talking about? I can't remember. I've got an
you
acquired
don't.
brain
You should
injury.
have mugs, but our mugs wouldn't be used for tea or anything. They'd be used to scoop soil, unwanted soil out of people's gardens.
Yeah, that'd be good. We should throw them
So-
at the police station. We were talking about that last
to
week.
put in pills that have gone off.
You're not allowed to drink from our mugs. You have to. The only thing you're allowed to drink from our mugs is if you get 48 packets of paracetamol from the supermarket and mix them all up with water to destroy your life.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you're allowed to drink.
That's how we'd run a shop. It's
Bovril.
like you don't. It's like like the pound store. It's like you don't. It's like if you can get it in a mug, you can have it. Do you know what I mean?
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny
Just
to-
scoop
If
it
we ran a
up with the
shop,
mug.
Do you know what we should do? Because
Yeah.
it looks like things are going this way. I'm not sure it should, but it looks like things are. Well, we don't know. But
I'm
anyway,
so worried about what you're going to say.
assisted dying.
Sweating.
Oh,
Assisted
yeah.
dying. We should open up an assisted dying
Yeah,
business.
I thought it might be something like that.
Well, the three of us will come round your house with a brick.
It doesn't need three of us.
Passing you over there.
Doesn't need all three of
Even
us.
It does.
even in a business doesn't make any sense.
It
Even in a business doesn't make any sense, and it's not a job.
Yeah.
Even us imagining it is us earning a third of the money we could be earning.
No. Here's what we need to do. Okay, so here's how the business works. We've got one of us drives the van. One of us does the bludgeoning. One of us's job is to pry bricks out of people's garden walls to use
Well, I'll
for
drive
doing
the
the
van.
jobs.
Because I've got a license.
I'll be taking the bricks out of the walls.
Okay, I guess I'm beating everyone to death.
I do think that is. I don't want to cuckold you by stamping in your idea.
Yeah.
New word, cuckold, by the way.
Yeah.
I think one person could theoretically drive a van, take a brick out of a wall, and smash someone to death with it.
I think
I
you're
do
right.
think that, yeah.
I think you're right, but it
Yeah.
takes a lot of work.
But then,
It does.
yeah.
Fred
but
and
then it won't be-
Rose, they needed two people to do it.
we could have been
Ian
like
and Myra.
we could be like
Shipman's an outlier.
we could be like the Trotters, in that three-legged van.
Shipment
Oh,
have
yeah.
the NHS.
Three-legged van.
Three-legged van.
Fucking hell.
What the fuck am I talking
Good
about?
God, this podcast is shit. A three-legged van. Like the Isle of Man. They're from the Isle of Man.
Three-legged man from the Isle of Man.
Did I ever tell you about my mate's kidnapping business?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
did.
really? David
Excuse me?
Jason? With the planes and the children?
Yeah.
Speaking of. Speaking of.
Yeah, it was.
There's a
He's got
kidnapping business. Tell us about that.
At school, he set up a kidnapping. He got some business cards printed where he'd offered to
try
like
that
kidnap one of your friends for you and
Oh,
put him in
nice.
the boot of his Punto
What for?
for a laugh, just like for like party pranks.
So you wouldn't pay me, do it for the simple pleasure of just taking someone and put them in.
No,
a
you'd pay
car.
him.
Oh,
You'd
you'd
have to
pay
pay
him.
him.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So he was doing it for money. He wasn't doing
Yeah,
it for
yeah,
fun.
it was for money. Yeah.
That's genius.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like a pretty normal thing now.
Never get
Back
caught by
then-
the
Neil, could you
police.
come into the camera, please?
I don't want to be on camera.
No, come into the camera, please.
This is awful audio. This is dreadful radio.
Radio.
Do you think Ben lets him get away with this on the Off Menu podcast?
Um,
Like getting out of the way of the camera and saying all sorts of
yeah.
sexual threats to
Is it
each
filmed?
other.
What do you mean? Yeah, it is
Is it?
filmed. I didn't know it was filmed.
That's best.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're like a, you don't know this is filmed. You're like a cat, You don't know
And
what
it's crazy.
a camera
I
is.
edit the videos.
You don't know what a camera is.
No.
You're like when they put a mirror in the forest and make a bear see its reflection for the first time.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't understand what's going on.
Just saying, yeah.
You're like the mirror in my forest. I'm going, yeah. There's nothing, not noticing anything.
It's like, you don't know what's going on, you poor fucker.
Yeah.
I think doing this podcast with you is technically abuse.
Yeah. I don't mind. I don't mind.
Yeah,
man. I don't mind.
I'm a bit like an animal that's been like sort of beaten into like, you know.
No, you just get it.
Yeah,
It's like
you
in
know
the
when you
corner.
adopt a new dog and it goes when you
Yeah.
go to pet it.
Yeah.
You're yes
That's all
anding.
of
It's
us.
good.
Yes, Andy. No, he's
Say
just
yes to that.
fucking hell. It's unlistenable. It's great fun being here doing it with you boys, but
Yeah. Are we editing that out?
No, that's going to stay in.
Wait, so what we're editing out? We're not. Okay, fine.
That'll
All right,
stay in.
fine. Sure. Cool.
Edit out
No,
the bit
no.
where you say it's great fun.
Yeah,
What's
great
great
fun.
fun? Being
Yes.
in the room.
Yeah.
No, I will never apologise for having fun with my friends. Never.
All right.
I think if we'd put the podcast out as it was, you'd have to apologise.
What have you been up to? What have you been up to then?
I've just been locked in my room
Why?
Yeah?
just to see what that'll do. Maybe that'll stop it.
Oh, with no like
Oh,
stimulant.
yeah, you're getting evicted, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm getting evicted. Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't want to go. We like the flat.
Yeah.
What? So, do you want that?
Yeah. Want
Yeah,
to
you
try
He's
it,
like
yeah.
a baby.
Yeah, no.
The way that your hand went there,
Yeah.
It's like
you
reaching
finished-
for
have
the
you finished the one I
reaching for
gave
the
you?
fresh
No.
blueberry
I just wanna
nip
try
or
it.
whatever it is.
It's sour pineapple ice.
Okay.
Why did you lock yourself in your bedroom?
I wanted to just shut out all the noise. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's a thing, isn't it?
Is it a
If times gets
dopamine
tough, lock yourself in your room. Don't look outside.
What are you doing?
No,
in
that's
there?
the opposite of the advice.
No, you sure?
Yeah. If you go outside, walk
Very
around,
interesting.
have some fresh air.
How long were you inside for?
About 3 days. I was about inside about 3
Oh,
days.
Oh,
shit,
that's a
really?
long time.
That is
Yeah,
a
that's a
long
long
time.
You didn't leave
Yeah.
your room. Did you go to the toilet?
Yeah.
Is your toilet still blocked up with that huge turd?
What are you talking
It was
about?
too-
Your
you
flatmate's
you remember
massive
your
turd.
flatmate had to chop it up with chopsticks?
Yeah, I thought we. this is. I think it's best if I just keep saying yeah.
I'm not the one who went on off menu. This is not my fault.
It's
So
true.
listen, what did you do for 3 days though? I don't understand.
I was writing.
Oh,
I was
right.
writing. I was trying to
You're
sort of
trying to
simulate a kind of.
Prison environment.
I was thinking that maybe if I put myself, as you said, like in a sort of state of isolation.
It worked for 8th century monks.
Yeah.
They were getting loads of stuff done in the scriptorium.
Yeah.
You know? And they were locked up with the boys 24/7.
Yeah,
Much.
I mean, they didn't have great lives though, did they?
They're
I think
pretty
they were
good.
doing all right
As it went for that time, they were doing pretty good.
because they had like food, shelter. That's pretty
Apart
good.
from Viking raids and stuff like that, but
Yeah, I've seen some of that in a TV show.
which
They
TV
get
show?
mullered, the Vikings.
Yeah, absolutely.
They get mullered, yeah.
Absolutely mullered.
Yeah, and also that's like episode 1, 2. You don't even get to
Yeah.
see their lives. They get immediately smashed up.
Yeah,
I think that's a travesty. I think they should do a whole series about Lindisfarne.
Do you think that would go big on Netflix? Just monks just hanging about?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it would.
just serving each other milk and stuff.
I've told you that I want to make my biopic about Bede, but they won't let me.
Yeah.
Because they're scared.
Don't know if you guys remember, but there was a series about a monk who solved murders.
Monk.
Cadfael.
Oh.
Yeah, not monk.
Not monk.
Do you remember Cadfael?
No.
Yeah,
When was that on?
early 2000s.
Do you remember Robin of Sherwood?
No, what was that? Give him his vape. Ed, give him his vape back.
No. I want to play with it.
Yeah, good stuff. And there's a new monk-based series out on Disney now.
Thank you, Hugh.
Oh, what's that about?
It's about
Monks?
Yeah, it's about
Yeah,
monks,
but-
but
yeah.
but
Jesus.
it's about Henry VIII's.
Dissolution of the monastery.
It's about the dissolution. So it's about like getting bad monks to catch bad monks.
Putting bad monks after
Putting
good monks
Bad
after
monks
bad.
after bars.
Is
So wait,
Henry
what?
VIII in it?
I don't know actually.
Henry
Sean
VIII
Bean's in it.
Henry VIII is the good guy.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
the monk guy, the guy who goes around investigating murders with regards to monks is the good guy. Sean Bean's in it. I think he might be playing someone.
Is this
important.
Cadfael or the new one?
This is a new one.
Right. So Sean Bean's in it, right? And he's cutting about solving murders.
Yeah, but no, I don't know if he's solving it. I've just seen the trailer.
So he's in it. He's a monk.
He might be, or he might be. Who was the guy?
So
that...
you've just said, have you seen this new series? And you're guessing
No.
what goes
I said,
on because of the
I said,
trailer.
have you seen the old one? But there is a new series
Right.
about involving monks.
Right, brilliant. there's a new sorry showbiz insights from the Slime Country podcast.
Yeah.
There's a new series involving monks, is there?
We were just having monk chat there. I thought we were talking various things to do with monks
Mm.
and that.
Yeah.
Who was the guy who was the guy dealing with the dissolution?
Thomas Cromwell.
That's him. That maybe Sean Bean is playing Thomas Cromwell. Maybe.
That's crazy because they've already done a really big, good series about Thomas Cromwell recently, and
What was that?
4, and they're about to. They've just renewed it for a sequel. So it's you see with the way that you talk to commissioners in this country, it's crazy. Maybe
This is Disney.
Maybe the kids are undergoing Thomas Cromwell fever, but
Maybe they are.
it's like Beatlemania.
He's trending on TikTok.
Exactly. Maybe he's
Yeah.
trending on TikTok.
Crommers.
And they go, #Crommers. Yeah, everybody do the Cromwell. You have to set fire to a member of the clergy. Where
Have a go Ireland.
we've already got, that was Oliver.
Oh, sorry.
I think
Cromwell.
Thomas was probably involved in some
Related?
fuckeries with Ireland.
They were-
Yes.
they were, weren't they?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
actually. He was like his, not directly, but he's like his great uncle.
Like the
or
Jonas
something.
Brothers of that period.
The Jonas
How was
Brothers.
What's wrong with me today?
Listen
Why
to
can't
me,
I fucking
brother.
talk? Well, I can't fucking speak.
I love the Jonas Brothers.
The Jonas Brothers.
I love the Jonas Brothers.
What's happening to me?
I
I'm
think
having a
it's-
stroke.
What's
I think
happening
you're
to
having
us?
your time,
Am I
yeah.
being stroked? Did you
said
just
I'm having
say?
a stroke.
Right? No, you didn't. You didn't say that.
I didn't say. Okay, well, listen back. VAR, please. My whole. Did I say this? My left arm went completely numb last week.
That is a stroke, though, isn't it?
No, that's a heart attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
The
Did you
whole
have a
thing
heart
went numb.
A
No,
lot
I
of
didn't have a
people
heart
have
attack. I
heart
sort of.
attacks.
I
You
sort
might have
of.
had a mini one.
I concentrated really hard.
on what?
I just being alive. I
Oh.
said, make sure you're alive. I kept saying that, make sure you're alive, and then it went away after about half an hour.
Have you not had that checked out? Because that could be a heart attack.
Every
Yeah.
single night. Happened last night where I wrote a note on my phone to like, do something about these heart palpitations because I couldn't sleep and my heart was going like the clappers and like I kept getting spasms in my neck and it felt like my blood was being cut off and I couldn't breathe. And that happens to me most nights.
Yeah, interesting.
Well, my knee hurts.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
but you're-
that you.
What?
Went
You
to
had a
the
fall.
physio.
Do you have a fall?
No, I just stepped off the train a bit too hard.
That happens
These
to you.
things does happen. These things does happen to a lot
Sorry,
of
what?
people.
These things just happen.
These things
Am I-
do happen.
Yeah.
Am I infecting everyone
I
in this
don't know
group?
what's happening.
What I've got.
I think we're all just crumbling under the pressure of the off-menu podcast.
Let's
the
not
menu
let's not
people.
pretend that this isn't actually the best episode we've done in ages. This is not. This is what it's normally like.
We are fucking firing.
This
Yeah.
is the top. This is all cylinders. This is like the best version of Slime Country.
Because last episode we just talked about ancient monk relics.
That was
didn't we?
2 episodes ago.
What was it?
Last episode we talked about Lord of the Rings being racist, and you just listened to it. What else did we talk
I'll
about?
just
I
get
only
my
got
head
about
down.
20 minutes
June
in before we
again.
got
We talked
here.
about fucking June. For
We
the
talk about
last
June
3
every week.
episodes.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to look and see what I've been up to in my calendar.
Have you got some topics to talk about?
Yeah, I went to physio.
Nice, man. How was that?
Yeah, she rubbed my knee better.
She
rubbed
said
your knee
that. She
better.
said that. You said that
Yeah.
your knee was hurting.
Yeah.
And then you said that she said that'd be fine.
She said it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Sent me some exercises on an app. That's what I did.
So
Got my hair cut.
your physio.
Yeah.
Her advice was that you were fine, and then sent you to an app.
Yeah.
That's
we-
not really. That's not
Yeah,
not doing your job. I don't
Well, I
think that's
don't
your.
really know what they do. She was just like, that's what the pain is.
Yeah.
So you now.
It's your knee. That's what she said. She said that's your knee.
Yeah.
Look at this app. What's
she,
the app? Is
she
it?
showed me a knee diagram.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Said that's what's happening.
This is what a
That's
real
what
one.
I'm
This
saying,
is what a
yeah.
healthy one looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
Yours is backwards.
No, mine's
like a
fine. She
horse.
said I actually got a
Well,
very flexible knee.
Where was that
Really?
clinic? Was it in this building?
It was.
That's so
it was
funny.
opposite the Nando's.
That's the kind of thing that like a patronising paramedic says to a 90-year-old with dementia. Wow, you've got very flexible knees.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've got the knees
you
of an
so much.
8-year-old.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's all I've done really.
You're giving it a chippy tea used to cost 80 pence.
Can you tell us about your filming? You're allowed to talk about it.
We're going to be on the television in stand-up sketch show.
What?
Been in lots of different. I don't know if
Are you
I'm
doing
allowed-
lots of different sketches?
I'm doing shitloads, brother.
Okay, no.
I don't know.
Featured player.
Yeah,
That's what he is.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk much about it, but I've this week I'll be recording 6 or 7 episodes, so
Ooh.
chances of ending up in the edit are hopefully high for
Yeah.
one of them,
Yeah.
and it's good. I've got to record some fun ones with some really good pals and some new pals that I just met and I consider good friends now. And yesterday was really fun. I was corpsing a lot. That was a very funny one.
But you're getting up early though, aren't you, Ed?
I've been getting up really early. Got up at half past 5 in the morning on Monday. And I got home at 8:30.
That's a long day.
And then obviously the Snooker Wilds has been on, so as soon as I get in, I've put Snooker on and stayed up till 11 o'clock to watch it.
Yeah.
And so I've been having pretty long days this week. And today, because I'm the stupidest cunt who's ever lived, it's my only day off from it this week, and I've decided to give myself 2 gigs, which I'm going to be too sleepy for.
It's good being really tired, but working on new stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it. I like doing it a lot.
You tried
And
locking yourself in your room.
the gigs for a good cause.
It's real opposites here.
Have you tried locking yourself in Hugh's room?
I'll try it.
You can't lock yourself in the room because Helen Bow will kick the door in.
Yeah, I've got a key for my lock, but she will kick the door in, yeah.
Yes, Anil Patel, welcome to the Slime Country podcast and new listeners. He had to put a lock on the inside of his bedroom door because Helen Bow kept kicking it in.
She lives there with you. She's not just
kicking the door in. No, she's away. I've got Evelyn Mock staying at mine at the moment.
How's that
while Helen's away.
compared to Helen?
Quieter. We've been watching a lot of Married at First Sight.
She's very, very happy. I saw her on Tuesday at a gig. She's very happy.
I still
Delighted to be in London.
haven't seen Evelyn.
She's, come around at some point.
Tuesday, was that Sack?
No, that was the Guinea Pig Club.
Oh yeah, I need to
Guinea
go
Pig
and do
Club.
some guinea pig
Sack got
clubs.
cancelled on Tuesday. Shout out Sack.
They messaged me asking if I could come, and I said no, brother. I'm at the stand-up sketch show.
Damn.
Sadly.
What a flex.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Busy.
But all of Sack is away this weekend, so I'm actually doing Comedy Cabin all weekend. That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
Just going to do some stuff.
I think I might have a free weekend. I'm going to write because I've got a preview. But I forgot to plug it on this because I'm thick, and it's yesterday as this came out.
Oh.
was
How
at
did
the-
it go?
It was at the Bill Murray, and it sold out, and I smashed it, and everyone says it's the best show that anyone's ever seen.
That's great.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine that's how it'll go.
Yeah. I think.
Is there any
by,
Diet Coke left in this?
by the time you've heard this, I would have done Mac. Show
Oh,
is
yeah.
like 5 tickets away from selling out, I think. So
That's
I assume that at
easy.
least one of the Slimers are going to be there. So thanks
Sick.
for maybe coming to that.
Yeah.
And apologies in advance. You will have seen firsthand what happens if you lock yourself in the room for 3 days.
Is it,
Try
is
and
it,
write
was
an
it
hour
fruitful?
show.
Was it fruitful?
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. I'd say there's a lot of pacing about.
This time of year is so stressful because this is the first big previews coming up. isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
And you've gotta
Someone said to me that
really
if
pull it together.
by Mac it should be almost done. I almost punched
nobody
them in the head.
knows. Nobody knows what they're talking about.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
You should have.
absolutely
You should have.
I
punched
almost sparked them out.
You should
Yeah.
have sparked
Actually,
that,
this is good. This is good. Let's do some insider comedy chat.
This stuff is good.
This is good. This is going to be good. This will help us eke
This
out
is
the
a
last
nice
20 minutes
way.
of the
I
fucking
talk
show.
about monks, but go on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about insider comedy gossip. Edinburgh preview. So what we're in this thing with Edinburgh where it's extremely changed. The three of us are all old enough to remember the before times, pre-pandemic, where it was like you have to do a show every year until you die, basically. They go to Edinburgh every year, and it doesn't matter because you just write a new show every year. I wouldn't even start thinking about the new show till February. So to say it should be ready in May is crazy to me. But now
Yeah.
it's all sort of different. It gets earlier and earlier. People do more and more previews every year, which I guess is good, but I mean...
people
I guess-
have a lot more help and support around this.
I also think it's because people aren't doing it every year anymore.
Okay.
Whereas I stupidly decided to write a new show right after I finished my tour in February, which means I stopped doing my tour in February and I was like, I'm going to write a completely new hour for Edinburgh. And everyone else has been doing theirs for 2 years already because I'm a thick cunt.
And a lot of other people. I think you're one of the, not the few, but there's increasingly more comedians that have sort of help writing it as well. We didn't used to have that years ago.
No, we still
It
don't.
wasn't like
some of
frowned
us.
upon, but it was never even an option, really.
No, I mean, yeah, like there's more and more
Directors and stuff.
directors and stuff. I think
Yeah.
directing can be a useful
definitely,
skill
yeah,
for
yeah.
comedy. Just feeding back with anybody, but having other people helping you write the show is kind of. When I've directed shows, I've never. Like, I mean, if you're on with a mate, you give them a tag for something,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah,
You say, have
yeah.
you thought about this for a tag or this for a
Yeah.
topic? And they go, oh, thanks. You know.
Yeah.
And then I have 1 or 2 lines in my new hour where people have gone, oh, what about try doing something like this for a tag? And I've gone,
Yeah.
okay. But writing stuff out of whole cloth for people is not really, I'd
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that's
yeah.
still not really the done thing.
It's not, but it's not frowned upon anymore.
I
It's
think
not,
it is. I frown
it?
upon it.
Or maybe people keep it quiet.
You
I
give me
found-
some notes.
I've given you notes, but
Yeah.
I've not
Yeah, that's
written
different.
songs
That's the
for
most
you.
anyone's ever helped me.
I've never really sang.
Yeah, you've never had a director.
Well, I did have a director.
Oh.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
yeah. Shout out.
Shout out.
Hugh's old director.
Personal.
Big fan.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was like a month before Edinburgh, they quit the show. They just said, "You can't do this. you can't be performing. You can't do
You
this."
cannot take this.
And I said, "I think I can. I think it will work." And they said, "There's absolutely no way. I've been directing shows for like 10 years or whatever. I know what's good. Every year I get like 4 shows nominated. This cannot work in any sense." And
Didn't you get nominated?
And I did. Well, it did get nominated that year,
there we
but
go.
it was yeah. But that since then I was like, I just have trust issues. I can't really trust anyone with it. I remember at the Hideaway, I saw something that I've never seen before. It's about towards the end of the gig. Guy goes up. He's quite a cheery guy. He's not really getting anything. And then about halfway through a joke, he just stops and he just his whole mood changes. He just stares at the floor and he just goes, "What's the point? We're all just comedians. We're just sat here. Comedians just sat here watching other comedians. What's the point in any of this?"
Who was it?
It was me.
And then he just goes, I'm fucking sick of this shit. I'm fucking sick. And then he runs off stage, grabs his bag, leaves, quits stand-up comedy.
Awesome.
That was his last ever gig.
Awesome.
That's a great out.
That's
And then
brilliant.
I had to go on. Keyboard ran out of batteries, and then the gig stopped.
Best place for it to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that was the gig that I like started at and did the most and was like made me really hungry and work hard because I was like, I've got to get off the fucking London open mic. So
I did that.
Why'd you go all the way up there though? It's such a long way.
just where there were spots.
How
I
is
did-
it?
Yeah, I mean all the others that were like big open mics, like
There's a comedy bin.
TNT and like
Oh, yeah,
Freedom
yeah.
Fridge, and I can't remember all the others off the top of my head, but probably like We Are Funny and even like Monkey Business and stuff. You had to apply for and wait ages. Whereas Hideaway, you could just turn up and they put you on.
But that's why I worked in a shoe shop for so long.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm giving myself no options here. It's either get good at jokes
Yeah.
or remain in a shoe shop forever.
But you said that was the
Yeah.
happiest time of your life.
Yeah,
the
now
shoe
looking
shop.
back, I could see, it's only till after you finish.
Yeah, it's only when
You realise that
it's
you
only
have
when
the
you lose
happiest
it.
time of your
Tell you
life.
what, lad, you don't get a round of applause for pissing yourself at the shoe shop, though. Do you?
Well, I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think of. But some of the colleagues were so stupid at the shoe shop.
Yeah.
One time, you were watching MasterChef in the back room. So how it would work is like no one would ever be in the shop, but stupidly they employed 3 people at any point. We will be in the back watching MasterChef. We'd see someone come in through the CCTV. We'd do like a quick 3-way kind of like rock paper scissors until someone had to go. Right, we were watching MasterChef. One time, my friend, he lost. He went through, right? He was serving John Turode off MasterChef. And we were like, oh my God, right? He's serving him. He comes, we're like looking through the slats of the thing, going, oh my God, it's John Turode. He comes back in, we go, oh my God, that's incredible. And he was like, what do you mean? We're like, you were serving John Turode. He goes, who's John Turode? Because he's the guy on the screen. He goes, oh, I didn't realise. Crazy. One of the day I quit was the day that, so basically in the shoe shop, what happens is when you get the boxes of shoes and you write on the box, like a big number on the box, so you can just see what the size is from a distance, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to look at the tiny little number. I was managing this shop, and then I had to call a meeting. There were 2 other, like, these little 2 kids were in, and I was like, guys, one of you has done a 4 the wrong way round. They've done a 4 the wrong way around. I was like, someone's done this, and neither of them would admit to it. I was like, we're all going to write out 4s on a piece of paper, and we're going to find out who did this. And they're like, we refuse to do that. And I was like, I can't be it. I'll do anything else. I left. After
That's
that.
quite funny to manage a shoe shop full of illiterate children.
Yeah,
Where was it?
it was like near Clapham Junction.
Which shoe shop?
It's finished now.
Independent.
As soon as I left, it went under.
That's brilliant.
Was it like proper sports stuff?
Yeah, it was like a sort of. There was like a lot of stuff, and there was like cricket stuff. There was like a rugby and football stuff as well.
Can you do a?
But it was like no one ever really bought that because they bought that online. So people would just come in for shoes. So I say it's a shoe shop as a sports shop.
Can you do a gait analysis or something?
Sorry,
All right, you can. Don't worry.
Do
A
a
gait
gait-
analysis.
a gait analysis.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, you wouldn't do that in the shop.
No. Well, I don't know what that is.
How do people in fucking Clarkston do you a gait analysis? What are you talking? They're not Sherlock Holmes.
No, but if it's a sport one, if it's like for running shoes and stuff.
Oh
you
yeah.
do.
Oh, yeah.
You get that done a lot, do you?
No, but you can.
Oh right.
Yeah, I was
Maybe I've done that.
thinking
But
about
I
it.
didn't know it was a gait
I didn't do
analysis.
that.
I've
Yeah.
actually, can I say, I don't think I've ever seen you move. I turn around. I turn around.
That's when I move.
I'm
Moving
looking.
your back's
That's
turned.
what I mean. I'm looking at you. You're standing with your hands behind your back, looking into the distance. I turn around and you're in a different spot in the same position. I've never seen you
All right,
actually
turn around
locate.
Now. Turn around now, see what happens.
No, nothing happened.
You're a bit like
No, no,
Batman,
Huh?
so you never really, as soon as you look away, he scurries up a drain pipe or something. It's a different location.
Horatio and Paddy have both separately made me run for trains recently, and I've realised how fucking dog shit my fitness level is.
You shouldn't have to run for trains.
This is what I've said to them, to my girlfriend. I've said, guys, I leave 10 minutes early because I want to take
you
this at
get
a
there.
leisurely pace.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd
exactly.
ever run for a
I
train.
would never
No.
run for a train.
No, there'll be another one in
There'll
3
be
hours.
another train. Yeah.
I would rather
3
just
hours,
get
yeah.
the next train than have the dignity of being out of breath.
Yeah. Or
I
anyone
see it
seeing me,
I see it
yeah.
quite a lot on the tube. People come, they come and they burst in,
Yeah.
exhausted. I'm like, no, but now you're gonna have to spend minimum 2 minutes looking like a fucking idiot to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
now
know?
I hate you. I think you're inferior to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this is the one thing we
So
all agree
what the
on.
fuck is going on back there?
I think they're knocking down.
They're
As
knocking
we
it
came
down
in,
now.
Knocking down the building.
as we came in today, St Hill, we were like, we can smell burning.
Yeah.
I think they're waiting for us to get in so they can burn it down.
I think they were burning sage.
So,
Burning
that's,
sage.
Yeah.
that's why they're getting us out.
Wait,
They're just
they're
saging it
they're
all.
protecting this place from witchcraft.
But we're getting rid of us. Bad energy.
Oh yeah. I did smell that, and I did sort of go. I did shriek and cower.
You're gonna need a lot of sage to clean this place.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
this is going to be haunted as fuck. I think I'm going to shit in the sink. Oh, yeah.
Parting gift, is it?
So
Yeah.
thanks everyone from Off Menu for coming to this pod.
No, are we done yet?
No. How are we going to take this studio apart? I can't be fucked.
I've just actually realised that I'm on holiday for the last 5 days of our tenancy,
Yeah,
I'm
So-
away as well.
so we'll have to
I
find a
guess it
time
falls
to
on my shoulders.
do
Well,
it.
Mickey and Sarah.
You will have to find a time
We
to
put
do
it up,
it.
I guess they'll have to.
Well, I
take
mean,
it.
this table I'll have to take with me somewhere.
can
Probably
get
some of
that
the
out before
rugs.
then, though,
Yeah,
can't
we'll get this out in like late May.
How jarring to be listening to a podcast, probably for the first time, and all the conversations about how we're packing up and leaving the studio.
We should timestamp
Forever.
this for all the conversations.
No, we're not going forever. We're going to. We've got a new studio.
Do you think that's happening to Ed and James?
What?
Do you think they brought their own table
Well, I
to the,
think what they
to
do
the
is they-
Off-Menu podcast?
What they do is
This is,
they
my
go on a-
this is my dead nan's table we're recording on.
Yeah.
Me and my mum carried this down the stairs.
Yeah, we maybe sage the table.
Do you think Ed and James are doing that? Do you think it's James's dead nan's table that they
Yeah.
do Off-Menu on?
We should
Yeah.
pop a proposal together to Plosive.
We should.
This is interesting. If at the Off Menu podcast studio,
Mm.
there's you can there's like a window
Yeah.
from the outside. You can just look in.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely
Do you wanna see
crazy.
famous
I actually, you said we should put a proposal to Ben. There's another producer. There's another producer that me and Paddy are like 2 months overdue a script draft for, and he keeps begging us in WhatsApp to send in the draft. And every time he asks us, we send him face-apped pictures of himself. He's like, "Please, I'll tell your agent." I sent him. He messaged me a week ago saying, "Hey man, any news on those notes?" And I sent him a picture of him put through the old filter 3 times. No, shout out Ben. He's a great guy.
Shout out,
He's a
man.
really good guy.
Shout out as well.
he probably does listen to this. No, I am sorry, and I will get you those notes.
He's not sorry. His face isn't
I'm
sorry.
cutting that out. Cutting that out.
This is a heavy cut.
55.
I think all that's left over is
20
me
minutes
stumbling
show.
over my
Delete
words and you making fun of me.
Producer's name.
We got the monk chat in, yeah? That's staying in.
Oh fuck! I actually do need to go to my first of 2 gigs. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Oh,
Go to
yeah, thank you.
patreon.com/Slime Country for all bonus archive.
And if you have come from the Off
live
Menu
shows.
podcast, I would like to thank you personally.
Yeah, thank you for listening
Me
to our
too.
friend Huge on the Off Menu
Yeah,
podcast.
Yeah, I was a bit dopey today, but
No, it's all right, man.
it's okay.
No, you weren't dopey at all.
I think it
You're
might be in
funny.
the room I was locked in. Anyway, I don't want to. We've been over
Yeah,
that. That's
I mean,
fine.
we're all pretty dopey all the
yeah,
time. That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.